Hello and welcome back. We have a good one for you today. Love, relationship, family, and finances. Do you find it difficult to discuss finances with your spouse or partner or other family member your finance is intertwined with? Well, you are not alone because I do too. The unglamorous truth is, no relationship is perfect. Even if a relationship is near perfect, the issue of finances is always one of its greatest threats. Some people even have hard time discussing finances with their mother or father or any other loved one that, due to so many reasons, they share finances with. There are several expectations in relationships that need thorough discussions, and like you guessed, the issue of finance and money tops the list. Finance discussions is one of the most intimate discussion because like other relationship issues and expectations discussions, it unfailingly shows vulnerability on the part of the partner that doesn't like to discuss finances. Many very important finance discussions end up in arguments. Love is the ultimate bond, yes, but in practicality, finance and money is the big boss that can stress the relationship at its cores. If the finance discussion doesn't end in attitudes, it certainly ends with the infamous sayings, "I don't want to talk about that now," or the popular saying, "Can we not ruin the mood by talking about that now?" I'm sure you've heard at least one of these before several times from your partner. Do you know that most relationships end because of money issues? Do you know that data once released by financial firm TD Ameritrade back in 2018 found that 41% of divorced Gen Xers and 29% of boomers say they ended their marriage due to disagreements about money? The money and finance discussion is as cringe-worthy as it can possibly get. Want to have a better relationship? Create a reoccurring forum for you and your partner to discuss money's short and long-term goals. Try a financial date night. What is a financial date night? It is essentially for you and your partner or spouse to discuss goals, share information and track financial progress, and make adjustment where needed. Do you know that according to a research by Ramsey Solution of the famous Dave Ramsey shows couples who that say they have great marriage are twice as likely to talk about money daily or weekly compared to those who say their marriage is okay or in crisis? The topic of finance or money shouldn't be something that ruins the mood or erases smiles. It could be something fun once you and your partner are on the same page. As we build the core foundation videos of this channel, we see it as very important to do this video now with the hope that it could help someone or a relationship out there. With the holiday season fast approaching, there's no better time to schedule 1 or 2 financial date nights before the end of the year. Disclaimer for this video, I'm not a financial expert or a couple's financial therapist. So please always seek external advice and help or do research in addition to these tips when needed. If you are new to the channel and like content like this, please do not leave us without giving us a like and a subscribe. Your like and subscribe is like a fuel to encourage this channel to continue producing content like this. In this video, we are giving you 15 tips you can try to help you successfully discuss finances and money with your partner or spouse without it leading to the dreaded argument. Now let's get to it. Number 15. Evaluate yourself and make changes. Yes, before anything, you must evaluate yourself. This is one of the most important of the list. No one is perfect, so you may be the reason why you've been unable to get your partner on your financial page without the discussion leading into an argument. You need to do a self-audit and self-check, and make sure you've made some changes in your approaches before you embark on the list below. You may be excellent with money management and finances, but terrible in communication and delivery of sensitive topics. We all know delivery and presentation matters a lot. If you know you need changes in your presentation and communication styles, work on that first before trying to get your spouse or partner on the deep talk about money. Work on you and your communication skills. Imagine being able to start your conversation with your spouse, partner, or family member you share finances with by saying, "You once gave a constructive criticism about me being too strong about our finances, so I'm doing this to work on that." A spouse or partner that already feels you don't listen to them would love this start and certainly will appreciate your acceptance of your own shortcomings. If your guard is too high and rigid, now is the time to make sure it is tweaked accordingly. Always remember the person in front of you is your spouse and partner. They just have a slightly different opinion about finances and money. It is normal and easy to make them see things the way you see it. You just have to know and understand your finance and money differences. We already know you are the frugal saver, and your partner is probably the spender. Clarifying and accepting this is the beginning of getting results. This is one of my own issues. I even joined Toastmasters at some point to help with my communication, presentation, and delivery skills. If you don't know about Toastmasters or haven't experienced it, then you are missing out. It is an extremely low-cost meeting forum where you not only meet like-minded people that want to improve their presentation and communication skills, you also get to give presentations to the small group on any topic you choose in exchange for mind-blowing constructive criticism and feedbacks. You meet once or twice a week in the evenings, usually at a local library or town hall meeting room. Google it up and find one in your city. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. Number 14. Be transparent and upfront. It is your deal, and you need to drive it. You are the one trying to get the partner on the same financial page as you, so the bulk of the work is in your hands. If you aren't the first one that will plan the outing, like it is in my case as a frugal and financial person of the house, then you should be the one to plan and organize this one. Plan way in advance and give your spouse or partner advance notice. The heads up is not only because you want them to clear their calendar, but because you also want them to know it is your treat, and it is more of a financial dinner date. You don't want them to think it is something else and then lay it on them at the last minute. This can ruin your plans. Be transparent and upfront. It is always good to set another activity after your dinner date, even though you know the discussion continues through the course of the outing. Number 13. Try to set a location away from home. Make it a dinner date away from your normal dinner table. There is something about discussing finances away from home that draws on both parties' attention. If you are not doing a real financial date night, then consider an afternoon coffee at a local Starbucks or your favorite cafe. Then, most of the time, you need to get out of the house to make this discussion serious and deep as it should be. It works and you should try it. It may be the change in scenery or the built-in fact that you or your partner won't want to cause a scene, so you both don't have much of a choice but to hear each other out. Number 12. Have an open mind and be flexible. Having an open mind will help you control yourself when the topics that normally will get you upset comes up. Be willing to listen more than you talk. If you are known to be forceful in your discussions, you need to dial that down on this one. You don't want to be the couple arguing at the table because of finances or money. You are the one that can make this happen, and you must be willing to sacrifice for this. Sacrificing in this case is you having utmost self-control and the determination that you want to make the meeting work so that you and your partner can be on the same financial page. Also, be flexible on how the mood or tone goes. For example, if your partner is the comic relief person in your relationship, then give him his stage time to mix the mood with what he or she does best. Let them be a part of the night the way they know how to. You don't want your partner getting bored so quickly by taking all their stage time. You might put them in a spot where they can't wait to finish their meal and leave. Be willing to discuss some other topic that your spouse want to discuss too. Mix it up with a little bit of them and a little bit of you and your agenda. Remember, you don't want your spouse or partner to think only finance or financial related topic is all that's important to you. Be sure to not lose focus on the main item on your agenda. Number 11. Don't be totally against splurging or enjoying life. Essentially, learn to leave a little. After all, you deserve it. You want to enjoy your wealth as you build them. No sane person will say, "I won't enjoy my wealth until after I fully build it." This is not a great way to plan because no one knows tomorrow. You want to enjoy your wealth, at least half of it, as you build it with your loved ones, so that you don't have regrets. Remember, like we always say, you want to celebrate good wins with the partner or the person that supported your hard work that led to the win. So if your partner likes to splurge, you need to find ways to make sure it is done in moderation. You want to leave room for enjoyment and splurging that create memories that would strengthen your relationships. You want to be able to get some memorable trips in so that you can work on your relationship and make it stronger. If your partner was a spender and a traveler before you met them, you shouldn't try to change them to stop spending and traveling altogether. Your goal is to reasonably try to control their spending and traveling, so that it makes sense to both of you, your family and your relationship and your budget that you have earmarked for these small fine things in life. Number 10. Offer to do more and lead the effort. I know it may be hard, but you can offer to do more than you are already doing, and that all you ask your partner is a change in their habit and be a great team player in the journey. Remember, desperate times require desperate measures. I must say, this would be hard and tough and would be thankless most of the time, but your passion to be financially free should be your driver. So, if you are the one with a good job and can take up extra hours on the side to get the finances in order, then you have to do it. You have to do much more in exchange for your spouse changing their spending habits and getting into the journey with you. You are obviously leading financial aspect of your life, but be ready to lead even more. Your partner will see you as an expert and the go-to person after you get them on the same page. Number 9. Have a list of all your big-ticket expenses. This the brainchild of budgeting. While having your financial date or meeting, be it at a fancy restaurant or coffee cafe, make sure you have ballpark figures of your obligations next to you and ready for reference. Have the figures of your charity, church donations, big-ticket expenses, and everything. Make them into categories: immediate needs, then wants, and nice-to-haves. Then further categorize them by timeframe of when you want to try and get these needs and the nice-to-haves. Number 8. Know what to say to your spouse or partner. You know the good ways to talk to your partner more than anyone else. Now is the time to hone that communication skills and put it to great use. Try phrasing words and sentences in ways that solicit for your partner's help. For instance, saying something like this is an excellent start. As a strong team that we are, I just think we would be even stronger if we take a closer look at this one and this class of investment. Always keep saying what keeps your partner smiling. After every question, always ask, what do they think or what their opinion is. Doing this is seeking their opinion and 100% input. Would you be able to help me with that, or do you think that would be too hard? I appreciate how you are helping with this. I appreciate how you are managing that, but do you think it would be too much to add this? If not permanently, but for a while so we can get out of this tight financial times. Would you mind skipping that purchase for now, perhaps move it to early next year, so we can pay this particular credit card off? I am confident that we can do it, if we both work together. See all these nice ways of presenting your questions in a way that inadvertently asking for their help. You can further tweak these statements in any way you think may work for your situation. They are encouraging. These are all great things to say to get your spouse or partner to be on board with you on this financial journey. Try them and let us know which one actually worked. Number 7. Know what not to say. This one is simple yet hard. Steer clear of words, phrases or sentences that irks your partner. If your partner doesn't like talking about how much their paycheck is, or ultimately why you think they should get another job or pursue a new career, then please steer clear of that topic. At least for now. If certain words tick them off, you want to stay away from those words. Remember not to use bad words about the finances. Don't use the words like financial ruins, or don't say financial mess. Stay away from word that would indirectly ask your partner what the heck they've been doing all these while to allow the financial mess. Don't do it. Don't say all you do is go out and shop for designer bags. Don't say that even though it may be the whole truth. These are words that would infuriate anyone that works hard for the money and believes they deserve to pamper themselves with nice things every once in a while. So, try to not say these words, especially if you want to get your partner on your financial page. Number 6. Be upfront about your financial goals. Be upfront about your financial goals and how it helps and promotes a prosperity for both of you in the long run. Show how you both will benefit from having a strong financial gains both short-term and long-term. Reiterate your stand to your partner about your financial goals and aspirations. For instance, my goal has always been to be wealthier than I am right now, when I retire, so that I can travel to other countries, be there for a few weeks, while I take in their culture and tradition. Let your partner know how much this means to you. Be unapologetic about your passion for cost savings, passive income, multiple streams of income including real estate, investments, and the fact that you want to attain FIRE as quickly as possible. Number 5. Get ready to lay out the numbers. Be ready to show your partner numbers in a presentation format. Like they say, the numbers don't lie. If your struggle is how to get your partner to understand that you should save more aggressively, then you will need to have a presentation handy to show him the power of compounding interest and how it can benefit you in the long run. If your goal is to convince your partner that you guys need to focus on paying down debt, then you should have the bills laid out in Excel spreadsheet with forecast of how much money and time you will lose if you are just paying the bare minimum. If your goal is for you and your partner to consider buying real estate to build wealth, then you need to have numbers worked up convincingly how you can buy a property under market for this amount and have it cash flows for this amount every month after expenses are paid. And don't forget to include the tax benefits for this investment class. Before we continue, we hope you've gotten some valuable tips so far. If you like these types of videos, kindly like this one and consider subscribing to encourage us, and it will help the channel a great deal. And if you're new, welcome. Let's move on. Number 4. Always ask what is important to your partner. I know you already know, but starting the discussion with what is important to them is an excellent way of getting into the flow and present the discussion as if it is solely about them. Your partner may be taken off guard by the fact that you should know what is important to them already. But ask it in a way that shows that you want to turn a new page. Ask in a fashion that shows that you want to make things better, if they haven't been better before. If things are good, then ask it in a way which shows that you recognize things are good, and you want to keep it being good and make it great. Get it? Either way, you'll get their attention. If your partner loves to travel, ask them where they think you both should go next. Ask him or her what destination they've been longing to go. You can even start the conversation about your last memorable trip together. Remember when we checked into the resort at Jamaica last year? They ask about where they want to go next. Remember to stop here and get their answer and destination before adding to the conversation. Again, you must get a destination. Once your partner answers truthfully, you can then cautiously go into the next steps. Your reason and answer should be so that you can start looking into that destination early so that you don't pay too much for the trip. Having you said this, you can then say, you know how much I hate not getting bargains and deals for trips like that. Number 3. Ask for their feedback. This is one of the most important of these tips. It is very important because it is essential in you getting your partner's buy-in. What other way can you get this other than by simply asking them what they think about how the plans, the new financial goals, the savings goals, and the goal to reduce spending to the base essentials? Ask them about feedback on how the meeting went. After they answer that, ask them what they would have changed about the whole meeting. The location, the timing, or how long it was for, and the topics discussed. Ask if they think the financial goals were realistic for both of you as a team. Number 2. Take a health walk. Don't forget to take a walk after discussing this important relationship topic. Not only will this make you and your partner further relaxed, it would add some activity into the mix. You can offer to get street dessert if location, time, and weather allows. Anything you can do to make your partner relax and wholeheartedly contribute. It also shows that even when you discuss important relationship issues like finances, you are still committed to having relaxing fun that would only benefit your relationship. Remember, we are mixing pleasure with finance discussion. It is not all the time you do finance discussions. Find a balance while you seize the moment to strengthen your relationship and finances at the same time. Number 1. Make it a reoccurring financial date. Considering everything goes well, tell your partner it would make you happy to do this often. Like a recurring project meeting. Recurring meetings help to keep everyone on the same page, and more importantly, it helps check on statuses of deliverables or assigned tasks. If you tasked your spouse or partner to move money from his or her savings to pay off a high-interest credit card before the next billing cycle, this is your way of checking to make sure this has been done. Remember that you are the financial person, but you shouldn't expect assigned financial tasks to be priority for your partner like it is for you, at least in the beginning. You will get them there soon enough. So you want to plan this focused financial dinner date with your partner before this one ends. That's it for this one. This is a core foundation finance wealth building video, because a happy spouse or partner is one that will help you attain your financial goal and objectives that will in turn create wealth for both of you. Do you have any tip that you've used to help discuss finances with your spouse or partner or anyone you share finances with? How did you get your spouse or partner on the same financial page as you? Please give us the tip below in the comments and let us learn from you. That's it for this video, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when we post another interesting finance video. Until next time.